Hey everybody, Jack Peterson here. We're at the Carmel Valley Art Association Gallery, a very special weekend this weekend. We'll be talking to Shelley and John Gaglioti soon, but first we have Linda here. Linda Elling, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You've been here for a while, haven't you?
I have, since about the beginning of COVID.
Tell us about what you're working on here.
Well, I'm working on trying to capture a little bit of the excitement that's going on in the courtyard. We have John Chappell who's throwing some pottery, so he's a great subject because he's kind of stationary. And then all of the wonderful people that have come and they're milling around. It's just very festive.
Any special deals you want to sell us on with your paintings?
I'm sure. The ones that I have hanging outside are all unframed. They are originals, and they're about 50% off today and tomorrow.
Even if we miss the big sale this weekend, you can always check out Carmel Valley Art Association for other deals on your paintings as well.
Absolutely. Yes.
All right. So this is the place to be. Carmel Valley Art Association. We're at 8 Delfino Place in Carmel Valley Village, and we'd love to see you down here. Now let's go take a look around and find out some more about the place.
Hi, my name is Shelley Gaglioti. I'm with the Carmel Valley Art Association. In fact, my husband and I co-founded it 20-some years ago. Today we are having an unusual thing. We're having a sale, but we're having a party out in our patio where people, all of our artists, can bring in things that they've had for a while in their studios, and they're bringing them to share with the community. Also, we have some teachers showing what they can do in their classes, and we also have all kinds of people painting outside and doing some fun things.
Hi, I'm Avery Cadence. This is my art right here, and I do watercolor art. I live here in Monterey, and I've been doing watercolor for about the last 3 years, and I've just starting up my business the last year, and I just love it. And so I love, my specialty is landscapes, but I love also, I love to paint anything, but landscapes is my favorite, and the beautiful nature around here. And I also go to the Youth Art Collective in Monterey, so I love that, and ceramics there. And my website is averycadencestudios.com. So you can go visit, and I have my art in there in the gallery, and I have prints available to buy from there.
40 years ago, I saw a gentleman by the name of Jeff Smith out in the middle of Garland Park in the middle of a rainstorm painting, and I looked at this guy and I said, that's what I want to be. And Jeff's a great artist locally, and I've been painting ever since. Well, as you can see, they are mostly seascapes. All of these are local seascapes, and a lot of them have small people in sort of a big painting, with the idea that when we're at the beach, we often are sort of feel tiny compared to the ocean surroundings. And that's sort of the message of the various paintings.
So my name is Didier, and I do mosaic. I did a lot of mosaic in Los Angeles, doing murals for many years, starting with a community garden in Solano Canyon in LA, and then giving all my weekend for 2 years in this community garden, working with kids from Pasadena or from different schools. So some kids will work with a gardener inside the garden, and some kids will come with me doing a mosaic outside. I give classes also in different places, like Carmel Valley Art Association or Carmel Valley Lodge, or private classes too. Yeah, and you can also go to my website. It's Mosaic by Didier.
I'm Rick Smith. I make bowls and vessels and vases, and they're all one of a kind, and try to find them from already downed trees and local wood, and that's kind of it, with resins from a raw tree that has fallen. It takes about a year to process the wood and dry it and get a finished product from it.
The gentleman who started the ceramics department at Monterey Peninsula College in the 60s. One of the things about throwing is that it doesn't matter who you are, whether you even like clay. It's such a visceral thing, and people just really love to watch it, you know. They get a kick out of watching people throw because it's so amazing. You know, you start out with this lump of clay, and turn it into some art.
Hey, so I'm John Gaglioti. I'm part owner of Carmel Valley Art Association Gallery with my wife Shelley, who everybody knows. And just to tell you, we're here today for Saturday and Sunday, the 22nd and the 23rd of this March. And you know, there's a saying, and the saying is, art is in the eye of the beholder. And I took that to be true, and I've always told that to people. But my artists were complaining that they weren't selling anything because of the time of the year and Carmel Valley being remote. And I said, let me kick something around. And I started asking artists if they had stuff in their studios that didn't quite make the grade, that they would look at and say, you know, something's just not right. And I said, get those pieces together, bring them down to the gallery. We're going to have a day where we're going to sell those pieces. Not only those pieces, but today is a special day in that we have one of our artists. She was one of the very first artists that we had in our gallery. Her name was Patty Gaglioti. And today, and for the past few days, her daughter, who is taking care of her, has been bringing pieces in. Patty is not able to function anymore as an artist, and she has so many pieces, and we decided to bring them into the gallery and let people see what a true Carmel Valley artist is like. She's a Western artist. She was a horse lady. I hope I said that right, a horse person. And she was a great artist. And so I have a story that I tell about Patty. When I tried to get her to bring things into the gallery, she says, oh, John, those pieces, my art, they're my babies. And I said, your babies? She says, yeah. I said, I don't know if I can sell them. And I says, well, what you want to do is let's see if people like them. Let's put a couple pieces in the gallery and see what people say. So she brought 4 pieces in, and in 2 weeks I sold 2 pieces. So I called her up. I says, Patty, how's the orphanage? She says, orphanage? I says, yeah, orphanage. Your babies, you know, your babies. She says, why? And I says, because I sold 2 of them. I need 2 more babies. She says, how much did you get? I said, I got $1,200. She says, oh my God, I'll be right down. So I was the inspiration for her to paint forever. And so now she has all these pieces that she's brought in, and it's like an obligation I have. I have to sell her remaining pieces. You know, this is some of Patty's work. She got a great compliment, and I told her this years ago when she got it. Jack Swanson came into the gallery, and he said, John, whose work is this? And I said, this is Patty Gaglioti. See, she knows horses. She knows the movement. And I says, yeah, she's a horse person. You know, for years she competed in a 1,000-mile long horse race that took multiple horses, and you would go from station to station. It's a lot like the Iditarod in Alaska, but with horses. And she was really terrific. She competed in that for years. But the piece that he was talking about is this piece over here that happened to get a red ribbon, but it's the roping cowboy. And that's the piece that Jack says she really knows the motions and the movement of a horse. So, you know, there's just wonderful pieces here. Here's a piece that only a Carmel Valley rancher would understand. You know, this is what ranching is all about. So we're inviting people to come on down, take a look at Patty Gaglioti's work along with all the other artists that we have. Not all pieces are on sale, but there are multiple pieces on sale with discounts to 50%. But I hope you come down and take a look at what we have to show.